Welcome back to Made New Orleans. I want to introduce someone today that's been preaching the gospel of New Orleans through her jewelry design since 2002. Please welcome with me Heather Elizabeth.
Hi.
Heather, thanks for coming to the
I'm happy to be here.
All right.
Yeah.
We have known each other forever,
Yes.
right? A long time.
Yeah.
How long? You started out at Hurwitz Mintz, what, years ago on Royal Street?
96, so
Right.
probably about that time.
And you were a designer there and worked in the showrooms.
Right.
And put everything together. And over a period of time, because you're a creative person like everybody that seems to be in New Orleans, you've developed a line of jewelry that I guess it's probably safe to say very New Orleans inspired.
Very New Orleans inspired.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about, I know you're fifth generation New Orleanian, and you have an interesting family history that you've posted on your website. Why don't you share with us how that family history, their arrival in New Orleans, your time here, and the people that you know have influenced you to do what you do?
Sure. My family got here around the 1820s, and they settled uptown.
And we met just after that.
That's right, that's right. And they settled uptown. And they have quite a storied history in the kind of the Chapatoulas area where the Walmart is today.
Right.
And then also where La Petite Grocery stands today was my ancestors' grocery at one point.
Okay.
And so we have some photographs of my family actually in La Petite Grocery in the restaurant.
Right.
And I love the history of New Orleans and the people, and so I just felt a real need once I quit Hurwitz Mintz to tell the story of the city with my photographs. And I wanted to do something a little different. And I thought, what if I could wear the photographs that I'm shooting all around New Orleans on me, on my person?
Right.
And at the time also, this was around 2002, the things that were being sold to tourists were kind of cheesy.
Right.
And so I thought, wow, wouldn't it be cool if I could make something nice that they could take home? And then the people that love New Orleans, the diehards, which we have here, they could also wear it. And that kind of just spun off from a series of necklaces and one bracelet, and it just took off.
Now, you've created something that's really cool. It's Ain't Dere No More.
Ain't Dere No More, darling. That's
Why
right.
don't you tell us about that? That's a really cool thing.
It is so wonderful. It's kind of interesting how that whole collection began. I was doing some night lights with vintage logos from around the city right after the storm, around 2006. And I decided to integrate some of those logos into a bracelet. And it was 6 images: KB, Pontchartrain Beach, Rosenberg's.
The old stuff.
Yeah, the old stuff, Jack's. And I didn't know if people were really going to take a shine to it or not. And once I put the bracelet out there, it just took off.
Now, is that one you have?
This is actually the gussied up version of that bracelet. Yeah, this is
I like
a
that.
later interpretation of that same bracelet.
Well, so you're using New Orleans nostalgia.
Correct.
You used your, in your family history, I think there was something that you used, a love letter. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, the love letter. I found these love letters from my great-grandparents, and he was writing back and forth to her. They had had a child die of yellow fever, and some of them were so beautiful. I read them to people and they literally get tears welled up in their eyes.
Right.
So what I did was I took portions of that love letter and I used it on the back of some of my necklaces and even some of my Christmas ornaments. And they are just a real testament to his love for her, and then it also ties into my history with the city and my ancestors being here for so long.
So what you're doing is a love of all things Heather. It's the love of New Orleans, the love of your family, a way to integrate all that into something, and it certainly shows in the things that you make. You have another collection, the Creole collection, is that?
Yeah, the Creole collection consists of many of my original photographs, And so you have things like the St. Louis Cathedral, Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop, the streetcar, things of the iconic New Orleans images that we all know and love. And those translate well for some of the people who are out of town, who love New Orleans, but don't necessarily understand the Dere No More,
Right.
you know, bracelet and collection. And so those things translate well for the people out of town.
Right.
And they're great. And the locals love the Creole collection too. You know, not everybody wants to wear logos.
Well,
so.
you're like an ambassador for New Orleans. They can wear, you know, New
Just
Orleans
about.
anywhere they go in the world, and,
Yeah.
and so you're actually really are preaching the gospel of New Orleans. Your designs are made for men. They're made for women. So the men, what
Yeah.
would you have for them?
I have cufflinks, which are super cool.
Right.
Some of them are
So I have to start wearing
evacuation route.
French
Yeah,
cuffs.
you
Yeah.
got to start sporting some of my cufflinks.
There you go.
Evacuation route, the streetcar. Gosh, I have different, the Treme Brass Band, just different images that are iconic New Orleans things for men. And then also I have belt buckles,
Okay.
which the guys love.
Right.
And actually some of your friends have some of those belt
Yeah.
buckles, and
Yeah.
they sport them around town like K&B and Desire, the Street Tiles, that kind of thing. So I wanted to make something for everybody.
And you've expanded, well, women, of course, you have bracelets, jewelry, earrings, I'm sure.
Right.
The normal things.
Right.
Anything in particular that you like best in your women's line?
Well, I have a new piece that I really love. I'm actually wearing it right now. It's a sterling cast that I did of a 1907 Mardi Gras brooch, and I reinterpreted it to hang on a pendant. And I'm also making it in bronze, casting it in bronze with the key to the city, a vintage key to the city attached to the heart. And it's really speaking to people, and people are loving it. So that's one of my new favorite things that I'm making right now.
Cool. Well, unfortunately, we don't have too much time on the show to go into everything like I wish we could.
Right.
But why don't you tell people how they can find you, the stores, or I know you do art market, your website.
Yes, thank you so much for that. My website is shop.hedesigns.com, and there are store listings on the website. They can find me all over the city, every neighborhood, French Quarter, Uptown, Metairie, just about everywhere, even North Shore.
Right.
And then also I do the Arts Market of New Orleans, put on by the Arts Council. It's the last Saturday of every month from 10 to 4 p.m. at the corner of Carrollton and Claiborne in Palmer Park.
Cool. Well, Heather, thank you so much for coming in today and talking to us about all your wonderful stuff. I hope everybody gets a chance to go out and find some of it and wear it around so people can see all the wonderful things that we have here and all the things you do. So thank you again.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you, thank you.